Hello, welcome to episode 50 of No Holds Barred Pod, and that's Sal Dodson.
And that is Don McGowan. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit, about 50 because it's my year, you see. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yay, half a century, but also...
half a century for Sal and half a century for No Holds Barred Pod. Technically, we've done a lot more episodes, really, but in labelling terms, we're on 50 now, so that's quite a nice round number to be on.
We're doing good.
February, we were doing pretty good, I think.
So
I saw you put a post to, I don't know why this is coming to my head randomly. John Sweeney announced earlier that he was writing a book about Nigel Farage called No Holds Barred, and I replied to him and said, John.
Oh, so did I? I thought that's what you were going to say. I tagged the pod.
I was about to say you'd done it because I saw you'd done it as well and tagged in. But I'd also replied to him separately because he follows me on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, come on, John, come on.
Well, you can message him. Can you DM him then if he follows you?
Yeah,
I can't.
True.
So.
Well, I'll let him get his book written first. I think it's due in September, he said. So he's No Holds Barred, a history of Nigel Farage, which will be interesting.
You've probably got stuff he doesn't know. That was more to my point.
Yeah, possibly. But it'd be lovely if we could get John Sweeney on to have a chat. But anyway.
We're going to have to start farming you out to different pods to get the word out.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've been so busy writing the last couple of weeks, I'd not had so much time to do much else. I put out this giant crypto article that I put out this morning. Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because that's the sort of thing I look at and my brain just goes,
Maybe if we've got time a bit later, I might have a little précis of it. It's massive. It's like 5,000 words or something. I had to write a companion article to go along with the main article to kind of, I'll explain it later. But anyway, episode 50. Hi. Welcome back and welcome along to new people. NoHoldsBarredPod.com is our website if you want to come find out about us. And we have a Patreon at patreon.com, NoHoldsBarredPod. We've got quite a lot of new members, which I'll drop a message about later.
I've been getting a notification or two.
Oh, you have now? Oh, good, because you're in as an admin now. Brilliant. Yeah, we've got quite a few new members in there. So, yeah, it's really great. I
don't know what I'm doing.
So welcome to all our new Patreons. James Poppert's in there, I noticed. James signed up. So,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, friend of the pod. But everyone becomes a friend of a pod if you sign up to the Patreon. Because you get to chat to us.
Just subscribing makes you a pal of the pod.
It does. And
Paul's our only. So please do the like, share, subscribe thing.
Yes, definitely. And my friend Paul, who's a long-term listener.
Bless him. He's the OG, isn't he?
He texted me the other day and he said, I am not paying £10 a month for your podcast on Patreon. I was like, that's the benefactors tier. So I've ended up gifting him a membership. Not to that level, just to the middle one. But
I don't think that might be insulting, you know.
Yeah, Paul.
Are we not worth £5 each?
I know.
Go through a lot to produce this pod.
Yeah, we do. We do. Anyway,
we looked 10 years younger 6 months ago.
Right, admin out of the way. Let's crack on because I know you're up against time today. So let's get this up and ready. In fact, we might even
by
get this
that
out
you mean
this
I've got a thing to do.
You have.
It's quite exciting in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where you want to start. Can I question you because I earlier heard a very confusing thing about how Nigel Farage has, it would seem, taken about 8 Chagosians from the UK back to the Chagos Islands to help them build infrastructure from an island that was taken from the Chagosians decades ago. In fact, wasn't it? I can't even remember when the land was last theirs, but I believe it was pre-World War II.
Yeah, it was something like that.
And he's the one who's banging on about how we shouldn't be giving the Chagos Islands back to anyone. And I'm awfully confused.
Yeah, so am I. I don't know what he's on about.
Has he shapeshifted?
Well, I don't know. It's really, well, you never know with him, do we? But I'm just looking at his Facebook page where he said, "Incredible news. Overnight, the Chagossians have returned to their homeland on the Chagos Islands. They are now British passport holders on British territory. I wish them well." I mean, is this just him, like, trying to get some reflected glory again, like he did with the council thing? Or, I just don't know what he's on about.
I thought we'd signed a deal to give it over to Mauritius.
I wrote a whole article on it that got published and everything, and I can't remember what it is. I'll have to find it. Bear with. But yeah, you talk, and I'll find my article that I wrote on it.
I mean, it's not the first thing he said today that's ever so confusing, because he also announced a shadow cabinet of 6 people when there's 22 vacancies. So
yeah,
hilarious.
It's very amusing. I
feel like all the political commentators and journalists have lost their minds. If it hadn't been for the article this morning from the London Economic stating categorically bookies have got them odds-off favourite for winning any general election.
I saw that. They've dropped, haven't they, really? The first time they've dropped out. And they're off the top of the polling and bookies betting for Gorton and Denton as well, aren't they? So,
and I've got to tell you, bookies are rarely wrong.
Very true.
Rarely wrong.
Hence why they're still in business, yeah. Yeah, the shadow cabinet thing, I wrote about it earlier, and someone was saying, what is this about? I was like, I think the Rupert Lowe thing, which we'll briefly come to in a minute, really spooked them. I think they've spooked... I think they're in full-on panic mode, if I'm honest, because
it's great, isn't it?
Like, Rupert Lowe is backed by some serious money, including Elon Musk. So, and Farage was the flavour of the moment, obviously, with Musk, and he's no longer that. So I think they're like throwing even more shit at the wall because of that. But we'll
did you watch any of the press that they did?
Well, today? No, I've been out and about all day.
Well,
pretty
much. I don't know
enlighten me.
If they like hired the GMEX in Manchester or the place in Birmingham.
Looked like a big place, yeah.
It was huge. It was absolutely gargantuan stage-wise. Yeah. Right, think about like the conference size stage.
Yeah, that's what it looked like on the pictures I saw.
There was about a football pitch in between Richard Tyson's Yusuf.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
There always is, isn't there?
Apart. Sorry about that high pitch, everyone else. Got to stop doing that. I forget I've got a microphone right there. Yeah. Just hilarious.
Yeah. It's just made me laugh so much that he's announced this, in inverted commas, shadow cabinet, which you said maybe he's had to change because, in my mind, I think that's against electoral law.
Sky were describing it about an hour ago as Reform unveils top team of policy spokespeople. Oh,
yeah, they've bottled it, haven't they? Because technically, it has to be... the shadow cabinet is formed by His Majesty's opposition. I mean, in electoral law, that is how it is formed.
It's like they're playing dress up.
Exactly. You can't go around calling his four ex-Tories and one person who's not even an MP a shadow cabinet. So, but I mean, you got a feel for Lee Anderson, Sarah Potch, and Danny Kruger and Andrew Rosendale.
No, never got to feel anything for them at all. They're not full-formed humans.
No, I don't at all. I'm only jesting, obviously. But out of if you take Farage out, they've got 7. He's got 7 MPs to pick a team from. He's put 4 people on stage with him, and he's left 4 of his MPs in the audience. They must feel really good. Like, they've picked Zaya Yusuf, who's not even an MP, over Danny Kruger, who was a quite well-respected Tory MP for quite a long time. You know, Potchin and Anderson and Rosendale were not.
I don't think this would be good enough to pass for student politics.
It's not. It's like primary school politics, like, basically, isn't it? Playground politics, yeah.
Except the shop that we all had in infant schools, like a pretend House of Parliament.
Exactly.
Nobody else can come in unless you got the password.
Yeah, exactly. The little mud kitchen. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. I think they're in panic mode. I think they're trying to react to Rupert Lowe's thing, and I genuinely think they're just sort of chucking everything they can at the wall really quickly to see what happens. So, but they're becoming a laughingstock. They're just a joke. That every day they have a press conference every day now, and every day they announce something. I heard, I put the radio on, and LBC I rarely listen to nowadays, but Sheila Fogarty was talking about it, and she had Charlie Mullins on, of all people, who can barely string a sentence together. And they were talking, Sheila Fogarty was saying, oh, well, reform, she was really giddy about it. She was like, oh, they've got that economic policy being released later this week as well.
And what?
But they've released about 8 economic policies, and every single one of them is ripped to shreds within about 30 minutes. And then now she's giddily announcing another one. LBC's fully behind the Reform UK now. There's not many people in that place that aren't. So, with the exception of maybe James O'Brien and Nick Abbott, that's about it, really.
It's mad, isn't it? Reminds me, actually, I was watching something yesterday, and that one of the networks in America has been forced to take on Peter Attia.
Yeah.
I think he worked for them, and everyone thought he was going to get binned off because he's nuts.
Oh, right.
And they've extended his contract.
Oh, right.
And the Americans are just like, this is surreal. What the fuck's going on?
Was it CBS by any chance?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Because that's Trump's kind of half partially owned CBS.
Tell you it was. It was whoever the New York Post owned. It was Barry Weiss. Of course it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's the boss of whoever. Yeah. It's just mental.
Yeah. I think I think that is CBS. I'll double check in a minute. But I just saw there was a big hoo-ha last night. It's Stephen Colbert show, who I really like, Stephen Colbert, interviewed a guy called Representative James Tallarico, and they were very critical of Trump, and Trump
Republican as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a rep. Yeah, he's a Republican. Yeah, and they forced it off the air. They wouldn't allow it to be aired in full. And
it's all over the internet though, so you can just go
yeah, it is. It's been widely shared online, which is good. But this is the Trump fascism kind of control the media bullshit again, isn't it? So
it's the free speech thing, and we bring it back to reform. They weren't allowed to speak at Bangor University, and that apparently was impinging their free speech. I invited Zai Yusuf onto the podcast to discuss poverty, and he's impinging my free speech by not accepting it, or something or other. Probably, I don't know what's going on. What the?
Yeah. Reform logic. I know, it's crazy.
But it's endemic. Yeah. It's just backwards.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. So, what were we saying? Oh yeah, Farage in his press conference. I was saying to you just before we press recorded, talking about reform, I had a slightly irritable reply from Ian Dale of LBC, because I accused him of jumping ship to be behind Reform UK this morning, because he put out a tweet last night. Absolutely delighted by the latest government U-turn, he said. Huge victory for Reform UK. So I just said, it looks like he's finally stripped away the illusion that he's still a Tory and jumped ship behind Reform UK. And he replied to me in a very negative fashion about half an hour ago, saying a load of nonsense.
Does he not understand how, these specific councils are being redistricted and stuff?
No, I don't think anybody does.
And that's the whole point, is just to give them time to settle into their new districts and, organise. There's pragmatic reasons for this. It's not just to piss anyone off.
No, of course.
It's not just, let's annoy Nigel Farage and postpone our elections. It's for genuine, actual reasons.
I know. But that's unfortunately where we are now with our media discourse, is that Nigel Farage has told people that that's what's happening, and they report that as fact, even though it's not a fact, as you say. It's going to cost £64 million to have them run these local elections. Most of the councils are reporting that they're not going to be able to stand up candidates in time because it's come too late. And they didn't want it in the first place, because they were the ones that requested it of the government, because, as you say, they're restructuring, and in 8 months' time or whenever it goes through, the person that gets elected potentially won't have a job. It's absolutely nuts. And Farage is forcing the country to spend more money
63
on
million,
a
wasn't
load
it?
of 63 million quid on a load of
Meanwhile,
bollocks.
no one's talking about the cost of the government going to the High Court over their overreaching prescription of PA, or the fact that they want to retry the cases that they lost.
Yeah, no, definitely, which we've spoken to about a
under
couple of
the
times.
current rules, they can't retry that case because it wasn't a hung jury, and it wasn't of grave seriousness.
No,
so
it wasn't terrorism. Yeah,
it doesn't come under any banner. So
yeah,
but you're still going to try and do it.
That's something that has really bugged me this week, and I looked into it properly yesterday or the day before. The bit about everyone repeating the fact about this person had their spine broken by a sledgehammer. And the truth of the matter is that they had a tiny fracture of their vertebrae, and it wasn't necessarily to do with being hit with a hammer. That's unclear. Nobody seems to know if that was the truth or not. But they did have a tiny crack in their vertebrae. But they needed 3 weeks off work and were told to take ibuprofen. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not... And
there's a
big
difference between having your spine broken by a sledgehammer and what you've just described.
Exactly.
A lot.
I know. It's just mad. And it's being reported by everybody.
It's so dishonest.
This poor police person had their spine broken with a hammer. They were off work for 3 weeks. Literally, that was it. I mean, it's...
And you and I know what back pain is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We could put no holds barred pod brackets the back pain podcast. Yeah, I know. A pair of us with our backs. Yeah, I know. It's so disingenuous. It's just lies, and it's just propaganda from the far right. So, how do we get onto that? Palestine action. Yeah,
because throwing some public money is okay to spend and other isn't.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, talking of which, do you want to tell me about Stephen Kinnock?
For fuck's sake, no. I feel like
Not really.
I woke up this morning to Stephen Kinnock kicking me in the snatch. I'm glad that made you laugh. It's not how it felt at the time.
So everything I've got in my power to not spray Red Bull all over my laptop then.
Right, yeah. Sorry. Don't let liquid near your laptop. It'll cost you 40 quid. Bloody cat. Anyway, at least you can hear me better this week. Yeah, Stephen Kinnock. He announced today, and it sounds, in a way, I can imagine why it sounds good to people, saying that we are increasing disabled people's payments by 7%. And I think he used the word something like it's never been done before, or the biggest percentage, some bullshit. Anyway, as you mentioned earlier, I couldn't help but retweet him and ask him if he knew what 7% of football was. Turns out it's actually less than 7% of football, and I can explain to you why, because I actually went and did the work, which normally I run away from. So, progress.
Oh no, go for it.
So what they're doing, they have, for people who are severely disabled, this is top tier of the benefit system, which I unfortunately fall into and would rather not. We have, oh God, I've written an acronym down and you wouldn't remember what it was, and guess what? I can't remember what it is.
Forgotten it.
Oh, Jesus. They, minimum income guarantee we are given, right? Okay. Now what this minimum income guarantee means is that once we've used our PIP for the home care, therapy, services that we need to be able to live, I've got my therapist and supplements and my medications and stuff that I can't get on the NHS, that pays for that. And after all my expenses have gone out, according to this, they've got a list, it's different for different people. So as a single adult, I should have £183.25 to live on to pay my bills and my food and everything out of a week. We're working on weeklies. Okay. Except Stephen Kinnock has gone on and said that he will be saving disabled adults for up to £400 a year. He's not even getting his figures right.
No.
Going on what it said on Google, funny enough, or it might have been the government website, it depends. For Your minimum income guarantee if you're an OAP single adult is $228.71. They get the most. Then there's my category of adults is 183. Under 25 singles get 160. And couples who live together get £88 each a week for all your food and your bills.
It's not very much, is it?
Minimum income guarantee. So that's what that is. And what they're doing is they're raising those levels by 7%. Okay.
Which is, sorry, go on.
Which is, if it was 7% of all of our benefits, it might be worth like a carrot.
Yeah.
This will barely even buy you an extra carrot a day.
No. Yeah.
And you must have to apply for it. Because how else are they going to know how much you spend on, how much you use of your PIP on your...
Right.
So you've then got to go and apply, and I worked it out. Depending on the scale you're on, you're entitled to an extra. This is what Stephen Kinnock was guaranteeing in 2026, between an extra £7.70 to £9.81 a week to live on.
Woohoo.
And that's everything they've done for people in my position in the last since 2010.
Yeah. £7 a week.
It's a kick in the snatch is what it is.
I know, I'm laughing, but it's absolutely horrible.
I want to see Stephen Kinnock, who is a multi-millionaire, who's married to a multi-millionaire, live on what we live on for a year.
Well,
and then come back and tell us how much you think people should be given to live on.
No, it's not good enough.
And notwithstanding, I know people are having to claim who can work for a living.
Mm-hmm.
I'd swap an arm to be able to go and work for a living. I'm not well enough.
I know.
And for some reason, that means I have to live in the gutter. And it's so wrong. And I'm sick of it. So I just wanted to report that back because it's...
Yes.
And we're not the problem. We keep the economy ticking over. We don't get to save money or buy anything of value.
No.
There's a really, really good... I think I might have mentioned this early doors. There's a really, really good government savings scheme for people on benefits, right? Where I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it's something like if you save 50 quid a month, the government will give you 25 quid a month on top.
Right.
But you've got to save it for like 2 to 3 years.
Right.
Nobody can afford to do that unless they're fiddling.
So how can you afford that?
It's like when they decided, oh no, we're going to force mortgage companies to give people on benefits mortgages. Oh well, that's smashing bright spark. I'm allowed up to £6,000 in savings in the world.
Yeah.
Where I get it from is beyond me. And how do you want me to come up with a deposit?
Yeah.
You utter imbeciles.
Mm.
And that, I think maybe we need to do some IQ tests for counsellors or something. I don't know what the answer is.
It's just weird obsession of this government and previous iterations of balancing the books on the back of disabled people. It's just mad.
Look,
benefits and go on.
I was just going to say, since time memorial, people have known if you want to judge somebody, look at how they treat the most vulnerable in their circle.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
and if they treat them with utter contempt and disrespect and leave them to die, you can pretty much guarantee they won't give a shit about you either.
No.
But here we are.
And then you've got Reform UK who say they're going to scrap the Equalities Act now as well. That's what Suella Braverman said this afternoon.
They don't pay full attention to it anyway, so to be honest, I don't know if that makes any difference to anybody. They've been breaking it since 2010, along with the literal humanitarian laws of the world by targeting us. And
it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I was listening to something...
On it goes.
Go on. Yeah, I was listening to something about AI the other day, and they were saying about how AI is taking quite an awful lot of jobs away now. And if it carries on at the rate that it's going, there's going to have to be a need for universal basic income, which would...
They need to have one anyway. It's cracked.
I agree. I do agree on that.
If we had universal basic income, there'd be no jealousy. I mean, God knows.
Exactly.
Well, bad choice of
solve
words.
an awful lot of problems.
Even dogs know that the working class arguing amongst themselves is literally the nectar of the elite. And I call them that disparagingly. because it keeps us, while we're all looking at each other going, he's got
Yeah.
that and she's got that and I want this
Fighting.
and I want that.
Yeah,
They're getting away with murder.
exactly.
And it's all
I
their
know.
fault. It's got nothing to do with us. We should all just get a flat income that is enough to live on. I don't know, 20 grand a year for everybody.
20, 25, yeah, whatever it might be. Yeah.
Just off,
Yeah.
obviously you'd have to have a round table of people who are
Yeah, of course.
experts, but this shit is not on, and I'm
No,
tired of it.
it just made me wonder, like, that could be the only silver lining I can possibly see out of AI is if it strips away strips away so many jobs from so many industries that there's like 60% of the people in the country don't have a job because of AI. Then they're gonna have to.
Well, it's funny
UBI.
we can segue onto the it's on the news today. The government are bringing out a new strategy on mental health for boys and young men. And as somebody online pointed out earlier, you can treat them for like depression all you want, but that's not going to change the fact that there are no jobs for them.
No.
Which is the problem.
It is, definitely. Yeah, bad employment. Well, I mean, employment figures today were down, but no, I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as it's.
But they're not going to get better with AI.
No, of course not. No, there's so many factors in the employment figures that are. Go on.
Sorry, just mind bubble as an aside. I saw a thing, I think it was yesterday, about how 10 people have been killed by AI in theatres.
As in operating theatres, not watching a play.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good point. Yeah. Yes, hospital in the yeah.
Oh, really?
And I thought, I better check I'm not having any of that near me next time.
I know. I've got to go and have a nerve block whilst being in an X-ray machine.
It's just a human injection. You'll be sound.
I got to be in an X-ray machine at the time. They're doing it all by X-ray.
Yeah, but that's all analog, that shit now. Relative to what we got now.
My mum had a laser eye operation yesterday. She had to have glaucoma scraped away from one of her eyeballs last night. So.
You see, all the things that I've had done, I couldn't. I'd rather have my neck done again than have to have my eyes touched.
Same. Yeah, the eyes freak me out as well. But yeah, I know that's really. I mean, AI seems to be. Yeah. She's good. Yeah, she says it's a bit gritty. She's there for a checkup now, but yeah, all good, I think. So.
Oh, best of luck, Laura.
Yeah, it was basically she sort of the left eye's pretty much gone with glaucoma, but they needed to do something to the right eye to stop it from getting bad, so she doesn't go blind, basically. But yeah, I think so. I think it's worked well, which is good.
Oh, get well soon, lovely.
Yeah. So,
but
how's just AI? Yeah, go on.
No, I just wanted to touch on their
mental health. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I get it. More boys and men check out
down a bad
earlier
path.
than females do, so I understand the need for it. I'm not being glib. But you will not find a demographic in this globe that doesn't need mental health treatment. Of
course.
More so than we all need dentists. We need them both, just to be clear. But we all, especially in whatever the hell we've created, this environment of backwards insanity that is confusing and broken and dystopia, everybody needs a therapist. Even if they think they don't, they do.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And, it's often more stigma that makes people turn around and go, I'm all right. Oh, yeah. Nobody is. Nobody with a brain in 2026 is all right. We've all got issues, and they can be helped by talking and engaging. Not for everybody. Yeah. Obviously, some of us have been there, tried it, and are still plugging away. But it's all there is. Tablets are not going to fix what society is doing to people.
No.
I just wish I'd realised that 30 years earlier. But
yeah. No,
I kept getting told I was an idiot for having all these mad beliefs.
Yeah, I think we've revisited that bit a few times, haven't we? Everything's come true. So yeah. You were just ahead of your time.
I'm just it's no fun. It's not a brag. It's actually dog shit, especially when you suffer from it yourself. You just it's utter impotence Because, and like we were discussing last week, the more you shout, the less people want to listen.
Yeah, true.
Which is why I had to
Very
go
true.
away and like reprogram my own brain for years, and then come out and like I have to either, I can have a calm conversation or I can walk away. And that's what I do now instead of, because, I mean, going back to the Stephen Kinnock thing, like I was thinking about talking about it on the pod and I got all upset, but it was rage. It was absolute fury that I've experienced my entire life of just this insulting bullshit from people who have no concept of that which they rule over.
No,
and never will do. It will never affect them. How dare they?
It's very, very true. Very true. So yeah.
That was all I wanted to say about that.
That's absolutely fine. Yes, we've got to talk about it. As you say, it's the only way out of things is to discuss them properly and kind of shine some light on it, isn't it? Sorry.
And notwithstanding, how many people... I'm sorry, just to go back to the we need therapists more than we need dentists. How many people do you know grind their teeth?
Most.
And what happens when you grind your teeth?
They wear down, I guess.
You loosen them in the socket.
Oh, okay.
Dirt gets in. You get an infection. Then you need a root canal. Then you need it taken out. And on it go. I literally ding, 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 ding. Lost most of them from grinding.
And grinding.
I didn't even know I was doing, because it's been my normal from being a kid. I didn't even know I was doing it till it was too late. And now I know so many people who grind their teeth, and it's literally the same thing, A
stress, anxiety response, yeah. No, it's...
But, just while we're on it, I did learn... So I watched a video on YouTube yesterday, and I did learn if you give your mastication muscles a good old massage, they usually, for people like us, they're rock hard because they've never been touched, and they're like... But if you do that for like 30 seconds, it can hurt a little bit, but it's like a good hurt, and it feels quite nice afterwards. So. It's a somatic release, apparently. Yeah.
Is it? Well, is that the hair, like on your kind of jawbone where it joins up?
It's just underneath your cheekbones, just in here.
Here.
Yeah, it's just there. Just like literally underneath where your jaw meets your cheekbones.
If people are joining us now and watching on YouTube or Spotify, people are going to think we're on QVC or something. Like, and here's some cream
selling fingers, selling your own fingers.
No, face cream. I just looked at the pair of us doing this. I was like, if people come on now, they go, oh, Sal and Don have pivoted quite quickly to selling face cream online.
But the other one, just while we're talking about the other one, it was saying is if you just, sometimes I sit in bed and I just get like really anxious because I'm deep in my thoughts and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like, if you just massage around like the rim of your ear and then pull on your earlobes for like 20 seconds, that too works. It's just distraction techniques, but they work. Yeah.
When I first got tinnitus a couple of years ago, people were saying that and flicking your ear weirdly was supposed... It's never helped me, but it does help some people.
I used to do that to annoy people. Not flick my own ear, obviously.
No.
When I was younger and very adolescent.
Yeah, apparently it's quite helpful to people with tinnitus sometimes, apparently flicking your ear, but it didn't help me, but it definitely does with some people. So yeah, there's definitely something in that kind of using different parts of your head and your face to kind of distract and move things around. So wow, this is a tangent heavy, this podcast today.
Well, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Lots of little added bonuses.
I know, sometimes we stay on track, but today we've gone off on several weird ones.
Listen, if there's one listener that helps out,
absolutely,
then it's worth doing the entire pod for. So
definitely, for sure.
For me, anyway.
So, what do you want to talk about next?
Oh, I want to talk about the far right light that I'm seeing.
That was
you might not be seeing.
The far right light, yeah. Go on, you start.
Oh well,
I've got some notes on it.
Okay. Somebody, it's going to annoy me, and I meant to send it to you and I forgot. Somebody did like a little chart of the all the many 6 factions of the far right, which I think the more the merrier. Bring it on.
I agree.
Split yourselves as much as you like. That's just smashing. Well done, boys.
Yeah, this is when my son was getting his haircut. I was sort of having a quick look at this before whilst he was getting his haircut earlier, and I was trying to make a list, and I did make a bit of a list. So starting from like the Tories down, I got the Tories, then Reform. This is in sort of, I guess, order of far rightness. The Tories, Reform, UKIP. Then you go into the sort of weird ones and the really extreme ones. You've got British National Party, BNP, Britain First, then English Democrats, who I've never even heard of.
I'm just going to send you this chart so you can flash it up.
Okay, I will do.
Because I think it's worth people seeing.
Have you heard of the English Democrats?
Oh, I can't say that I have.
It is a political party in the UK, founded by Robin Tilbrook, headquartered in Essex. Okay, I've just got that. Yeah, so nice graphic. That's going. Yeah, have a look at the graphic that I'm just flashing on the screen right now.
Thanks to whoever made it. Much appreciated.
Yeah, if I can find a source, I will credit you. But and if you want a credit, let me know, and I'll definitely put it in. But yeah, there's those guys that you put up: Reform, Restore, who's Rupert Lowe's new UKIP, Nick Tenconi, Britain First, Paul Golding, the Heritage Party is David Curtin, who's that kind of weird guy, and then Homeland is, I'm not sure who Homeland are. I have seen them.
Are they also I've got your mates with the flag business?
My mates. Who's that? Oh, what? Raise the Colours lot?
Yeah.
It could be.
Google it, we'll say.
But there are others, like the English Democrats, as I've just said, but there's also there's Reclaim, which is Lawrence Fox's party. That's still technically like a party. And then there's _Advance, which is Ben Habib's. And Rupert Lowe announced that they were merging with Advance, but I'm not really sure if that's... Well, that's what he said. I don't know if he consulted Ben Habib about it.
He also said that. This is not a political party.
Well, he said that at the beginning, didn't he?
Yeah.
But, yeah. I saw the Heritage Party the other day put a post on Twitter, and I just put the Ferrero Rocher advert above it, like, Monsieur, with these far-right parties, you're really spoiling us.
The Homeland Party is a far-right political party in the UK. It was founded as a splinter of the neo-Nazi group Patriotic Alternative in April 2023 by the white nationalist Kenny Smith.
I've never even heard of that one.
And registered as a party in January 2024. A part of the British fascist movement. I didn't know we had one. I know they're trying to make one, but it's been described as the largest fascist group in the UK by Hope Not Hate. Homeland,
this is.
Yeah.
Well, as
they must be extra mental.
Well, they must be if Hope Not Hate are putting them in that sort of bracket, but it's really difficult to know who's who, isn't it? With, there's some people that come to the front a bit like that guy that looks like a drowned rat, Steve Laws. He's all over the shop at the moment.
He looks like if Ratatouille got rabies.
Yeah, he does. And poor old Nick Tenconi, I think he must be feeling really left out since Rupert Lowe's gone full mainstream on his political party now. But yeah, little Nicky. But I wrote a big thing about Rupert Lowe the other day, which was like an update on what I wrote February of last year when he was starting to... It's what sort of started me off on this sort of data investigation thing was Rupert Lowe, and when Byline picked me up on it.
He's such a racist.
Yeah, but he was getting so many views on Twitter last February. He was outstripping Farage by 7-1 on Twitter. I'm
convinced that's why he's still in the game, just for revenue on clicks.
Oh yeah, quite possibly, because he's fully backed by Elon Musk now. So, but he was getting at one point like 70 million views on like a single tweet.
Yeah, but
Like,
70 million of Elon's followers are bots, so
yeah, but money, the amount of cash that was bringing into him is humongous.
it makes me want to throw up.
Tens of thousands of pounds, like every month he was getting on Twitter.
Why can't I just be a horrible person?
I know, it's hard, isn't it? Just swallow your kind of like sensibilities and make a load of cash on Twitter.
I can't. I just...
No, I know. I couldn't. Yeah, we've talked about that before. Neither of us could do that.
There is sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I was just rambling about Rupert Lowe. It's like he's put the cat amongst the pigeons though with the right politically because of his backing with Tommy Robinson, Elon Musk. Can't remember who else is sort of stepping up for him, but it's got Farage worried, that's for sure, and Reform. It really has.
There is further trouble in paradise.
Oh yeah? Pray tell.
I'm gonna read you a tweet. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but if you haven't, you can guess who it is.
Good.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I've received more vile abuse from the right wing in this last week than I have from the left. Last night was the last straw. Even threats of personal harm and to my dogs via messages. Online, called names like see you next Tuesday, shill, liar, stupid, and too old. I have been honest and responsible, often funny, but never a liar or a shill. If I get something wrong, I've apologised. My big crime, I support the party that worries the government. These mainly nameless accounts have behaved worse than the left. Worse. You do yourself no favours, and your rude and aggressive stance is an embarrassment to those you support. If you don't agree with me, you can scroll by. I have blocked a lot of accounts in the last 30 hours. Dreadful.
Okay, I haven't seen that. So let me guess. Let me have a think. I'm going to go for it's a woman.
Yeah.
Am I right on that? Is it? My initial thinking is Lucy Connolly. Is it Lucy Connolly? No.
Not quite. Think older.
Older than Lucy Connolly. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you do.
Nadine Dorries?
Very close.
Is it a reform member? Is it older than Dorries? Anne Widdecombe?
Old June Slater.
Oh, QAnon.
QAnon, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, she's really upset. She
the right
blocked me
have been
ages ago.
threatening her dogs with messages.
With messages. What will they be doing? Writing little, sending
kennel.
I'd like to send a... What was... Oh, no. I can't even think of the word now.
So stupid.
I'd like to send a telegram to June Slater's dogs, please. You stop. Stop. Horrible stop, boys.
Please stop.
Oh, no. Oh, poor old June.
Sorry, that's only funny for older people listening to this.
Yeah, most of the people...
That's how telegrams used to be done.
Yeah.
If there's any young people listening,
Google
sorry.
telegrams, please, because it's not the far right messaging app. But yeah, that's what they were named. That's what that was named after.
Please.
Yeah,
stop.
bloody QAnon.
Stop.
Poor old June.
I know.
Oh, well,
Getting a taste of her own medicine now.
I was about to exactly say reap what you sow. That's what I was about to say. So yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if she described them as being nastier than the left, sorry, maybe they're just trying to furnish her with facts, because that's what she thinks being nasty is.
Yeah.
Being told she's wrong. Which she frequently is.
Yes, I know, she's always wrong. Yeah, she blocked me ages ago. I can't even remember what I'd said to her. I don't think I said anything to her, but I just keep getting these pre-blocks by these people.
Oh, now, so. She blocked me years ago.
Yeah. She's a strange lady. It's old June.
She's thick as shit, man. It's pitiful, really.
Talking of which, I heard I only put LBC on twice this week, and I like to normally listen to Matthew Wright on the weekend morning when I'm up early. I've said that loads of times. And on Sunday morning, he had a guest contributor talking about reform, and it was Sophie Corcoran. I was like, oh, so disappointed, Matthew.
Cockroach. No, but didn't she say something ridiculous and he absolutely buried her?
Yeah, he did take her to pieces. I can't remember what
she's like daughter of June Slater.
Yeah, basically. That's what got me. That's what reminded me.
To be fair to June, I've never heard her play the mental health card, and Soapy Tits does it week in, week out. She's a disgrace. Oh, she's a disgrace. Really? The way she throws it around like Billy-O.
Yeah.
I believe in this platform because I can't cope with this anymore. She's been saying that for about 5 years.
Right. She's jumped to restore to Rupert Lowe now. I know.
Oh, she will literally go anywhere that'll give her oxygen.
Yeah.
I wish we had a fifth of her confidence.
Well, I saw
it's baffling.
I know. I listened to it when it was on the radio, but then I saw a few clips LBC put out, and you could see she's reading off a folder when Matthew Wright's asked just quite calmly, just asking her questions because he understands things, and she's desperately trying to look at her pieces of paper like this, and then he just went through nah, this is enough, and then went, thank you for calling, bye.
I don't think she was bullied enough at school.
Oh dear. But anyway,
not that I'm saying that's a good thing, but for some people it's necessary.
Right. I have got one more thing I wanted to talk about, which was my crypto article.
Yeah.
Which just sounds it's mad that I spent 2 weeks researching this article because I don't understand crypto, and my whole kind of perspective was from Reform starting to accept crypto donations, and I thought, well, let's have a look at this and see if we can kind of get to the bottom of it. I had two really, really good contributors. One of whom, Lizaveta, who works for InnoWise, a huge global brand, has been brilliant and put me in touch with their blockchain expert. And then this morning she's started putting my article around on their website and in their company LinkedIn and things like
brilliant.
that. So she's really sharing it around as well. She's quite happy with the way I've written it. So because I've tried to be quite fair and representative of their industry as well as my views on the politics side of things. So I'll put a link below. But I mean, I did a whole load of history behind it, and then, as I said last week when we were talking about it, the jargon involved in crypto is absolutely mad. It's really, really difficult to get your head around. And so I tried to kind of simplify it a little bit. But just for example, I find... Oh, no, I can't find it now. But, I said when I was researching, I came across hundreds of blogs and Substacks that claim to explain the blockchain in simple terms, but most of these simple explanations lost me after the first paragraph. So, the terms, really key terms in the blockchain are things like the Merkle tree, nonce, hash. A nonce in computing is a number that is never repeated. It's used in web design, but it's used in the blockchain. It's a really common term in computing, and I know, but it's been around since before the kind of the colloquialism of it. Yeah. So it's a cryptographic term basically. So
Americans think routing's gay sex, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
That's why they say routing.
Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all.
A lot of weirdos.
So I'm not going to bore you all with a crypto description in history. I put something about that. I said something along the lines of that in there. Yeah, I said many computer science nerds, and very specifically crypto nerds, can't fathom why we don't understand the language. And then I went on to say that, I consider myself a nerd. I studied computer-aided engineering at university and spent a long time in IT, so I don't use it as a negative term, But
did you know about noncing before?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I did know what a nonce was. Yeah, because I've done web design for years, and you use a nonce key. I know it sounds really weird. It's just a long string of numbers, and I think, is it 24 numbers?
So it's a number that's not fungible? Do I understand what fungible means is the point of this question?
Do I? I don't think I do in this respect. No, I don't either.
This is too confusing.
It's just a number that you can't ever be repeated. It's just a single
I thought fungible was something that couldn't change.
Yeah, I think you're
not
right.
Fungible.
I'm going to look it up because otherwise...
No, it's NFT, so it's non-fungible. So the nonce numbers are non-fungible. I think.
Fungible.
Can't we just do Spanish or something?
Mutually interchangeable. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. I'm just want to more confused.
Quickly touch on the politics side of it, because you can read the article if you like. It's about the history and the jargon and what I've written. It's long, but I had to write a separate article to sit alongside it because I did a Q&A. I got 2 emails from 2 contributors, and I put that as a separate article because they've answered my questions quite in detail. So that would have added another 2,000 words to the article. Is the future of political donations crypto? No, it's not, because it's too complicated. People don't understand it. Is that why Nigel Farage uses it? Yes, definitely. Because as one of my contributors, David, said, that it's really easy to obfuscate in crypto. It's really easy to remain anonymous. It technically, you're never anonymous, but in order to trace a transaction in crypto, you need to employ some serious companies that use algorithms to backtrace transactions. Like my colleague at Turn Left Media and I, who've been talking about this one transaction that he found, and he and I have been looking at it because it belongs to potentially someone very well known, the world's favorite grifter, let's say, or Britain's favorite grifter, and it happened in 2018. That sort of coincided with the visit of Mr. Stephen Bannon to the United Kingdom as well.
What a shock.
Yeah, exactly. But more on that as we can sort of work it out. But we can't trace it because it's impossible, because you need to deploy these really complicated algorithms.
That's exactly why it can't be used for political donations.
And that's what I've said, is like, it can't. But the electoral
what we've got is bad enough. They're just trying to make it easier. I mean, Jesus.
The Electoral Commission is so slow and so unable to pivot that they should have seen this coming into 2024 when Farage got in, because, it's all Bannon playbook, and the crypto pivot was inevitable. It was always going to happen. But the Electoral Commission now, today, 17th of February 2026, still don't have rules around crypto donations. Not hard and fast, just guidance. So Farage has said that Reform already accepted donations in crypto, but when you look at the Electoral Commission register of donors and donations, there's no crypto ledger there. It just says cash for every single donation. So we have no idea who these crypto people are that he's taking money off of. So it's the regulation isn't there. It should be stopped, in my opinion, immediately. They should be banned. And there's a bill coming through at the end of March, which is still six weeks away, from Philip Rycroft, but his bill is about foreign influence in British politics. His review, is not his bill.
Crypto.
Yeah, and it's got a crypto section, but it's not going to be like big enough to deal with what we've got. So, yeah, I think it's the far right are very, very good at crypto. They're brilliant at it, and they have been since Jeffrey Epstein was at it in 2014, and then moved it forward to Steve Bannon, and there's loads of stuff in the Epstein files about Epstein and Bannon deploying crypto, and Farage is part of that as well.
Yeah.
So they've been
all over the place.
Yeah, they've been so ahead of the game, the far right, that
they've created the game, love. To be honest,
yeah, that's very true. Yeah,
they've
absolutely
created this insanity.
Yeah, you're right. And now we've got the government absolutely scrambling to catch up. But I think it's too late for that. So I don't know what's going to happen. But go and read my article if you want to know a bit more. But that's kind of the gist of it, really. Yeah.
Thank you very much. On the upside, there is a Trump meltdown incoming, because the EU are very definitely going to create something to replace MasterCard / and/or Visa.
Are they?
That's European-based, yeah. Phil was talking about it earlier, but Trump's going to see his arse, isn't he?
Yeah, he will do. He will do over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about the profits that MasterCard and Visa were making this morning. I think 4 billion in one of them and
it's
3.8 billion. Yeah.
Every single financial transaction that goes on in this country, a tiny bit of it goes back to America. Because it's everything. I mean, where's my bank card here? Yeah, I've got one bank card, and again, it's a Visa, isn't it? Because it's Visa or it's MasterCard.
Yeah,
unless
mine
you're
are
weird, only got an
MasterCard,
Amex for business or something. But
yeah.
but it's all American. Why? It's mad.
Yeah, that's it. Like I've got a debit card, 2 debit cards and a credit card. They're MasterCards, but MasterCard debit now, and where it was always just a credit card in the olden days, wasn't it? So now they're promoting.
Flexible friend.
Yeah, but they're providing the debit cards to all banking, pretty much, or Visa, like you said. So, yeah, I know that's pretty good. Well, that'd be good if the EU do that. The EU are so far ahead of the United Kingdom. That's something I mentioned briefly in the article. There's this thing called MICA from the European Securities and Markets Authority, which regulates trading in crypto across the EU. And funnily enough, Tether, who Farage has been lobbying for,
they're the biggest in the world now, aren't they?
Well, they are, but they're now being phased out of Europe because they don't meet the regulations that the EU have put in place. So
that's good news.
Tether is being dropped from most of European crypto transactions, and they're pivoting to Ether or Bitcoin or whatever. You know, there's hundreds of different ones, but Tether, specifically the largest crypto trading asset, is no longer really acceptable in Europe. Can in Britain, because Farage has lobbied for it, as we know, but in the EU, nope, no good anymore.
Why don't we just...
To do with money laundering regulations, which Tether have been caught up in a lot. A lot. So, yeah.
Mad. And what was the other thing I was going to say was good news? Oh, Palantir shares still dropping.
Yeah, definitely. I saw something about them being hacked the other day. I'm not 100% sure if it's a fact or yet, or if it's just one of these, online speculative things. But I did see potentially a hack on Palantir, which would be devastating globally because they own so much data around the world. But yeah, Palantir are reputationally getting spanked at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, and rightly so.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of noise from Zach Polanski, particularly about Palantir the last week.
Shia LaBeouf's been arrested again.
What for? Drugs, drinking,
alleged assault.
So
yeah, he's not exactly a stable character, is he? Bless him.
No. Right. Have you got anything else? Because I think I'm just looking at the time.
Iran tells US to drop threats of using military force.
I heard that they agreed a framework for an agreement, Iran and the US, but that doesn't really mean very much. But
the Iranians are saying that the US should immediately desist from threatening the use of military force against Iran. Okay, good luck.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Britain's sending a carrier to there now as well.
Oh, for God's sake.
One of our 2 aircraft carriers is heading towards Iran, the Persian Gulf, right now. So maybe they're anticipating
again, I had an Iranian Uber driver the other day, and he was saying our figures are way off. After that protest the other week, the government killed 2,500 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really, really bad.
We need the rupture.
Yes. Come on. Hurry up.
Show me a country on this planet that there isn't protests going on.
No. Everywhere's on fire, effectively. Portugal.
Everywhere's bad enough, and we've all got onto it.
Yeah.
So bring on the rupture.
I'm going to head to Portugal again, I think. That happens because it's nice and calm. Apart from they've had devastating storms in the last week. Really ripped the place to pieces.
They do suffer with the weather, don't they?
Yeah.
When it was on fire.
Yeah, they've had bad 208 km/h winds they had last week. That's absolutely insane. Like, took out parts of motorway bridges and stuff. It was really bad, but yeah.
We
For
went.
the most part, it's such a lovely place.
25 years ago, I went, well, no, maybe 23, something like that. But it was like 43 degrees at midnight.
Yeah, it gets hot. Especially in the middle of the country, it gets very hot.
I thought I was going to die. It's horrible. We had no aircon.
Yeah, that's very, very hot. Yeah. I like it. I like the heat. But
So
anyway.
do I. Just, moderation.
No, that's a bit much. Yeah. Right. You've got to go out. So let's wrap things
up. So
up.
if you're still here, everybody, could you please like, share, subscribe, visit the Patreon,
yes,
check out the website, everything else.
Absolutely. Do all that. And I will, if this gets uploaded in time, get this out this evening, hopefully. But if not, be out for Patreons tomorrow morning and the following day for non-Patreon. So thanks for listening.
Take care, everybody.
See you soon.
Bye.